Get ready to rumble, because Judge Judy is about to take down some scammers. In this episode, we're witnessing the ultimate con crackdown, exposing the lies, deceit, and dirty tricks used to swindle unsuspecting victims. Our first case. A truck deal gone wrong. One man's dream of owning a dually turns into a nightmare when his neighborly transaction leaves him empty-handed and out of pocket. Can Judge Judy expose the truth and bring justice to this shady situation? Let's find out.
July 5th, I was walking my dog, and he said he was on his way to buy a car. He was going to flip it and get 3 times the amount of money. But I am looking for a dually truck. We have a dually truck at the yard.
This neighborly chat has all the makings of a shady deal. A truck at the yard with a too good to be true price tag? Red flags are flying high. Is this a legitimate offer, or is Mr. Fitzgerald about to get taken for a ride?
I didn't have the money available to me at the moment, but I called my landlord. I got a loan from my landlord and an agreement to pay him back within 30 days. This is a witness.
Not your landlord?
No, no. This is another victim of the defendant.
Let me see proof of that. Why would your landlord give you $4,000?
Because I have a very good ongoing relationship with him.
A second victim? This case is spiraling out of control. The plot thickens with each revelation, and the neighbor's reputation is sinking faster than the Titanic.
Mr. Fitzgerald, the $3,800, he sends me a text saying, "Hey bro, we got a better truck than a 2003.
Bait and switch. The neighbor's pulling a classic con artist move, luring Mr. Fitzgerald in with the cheaper truck and then raising the price. But $1,200 more for a supposedly better truck?
Okay, so then this is what happened. He never gave you back your money, and he never got you a truck. And you went over there, you were furious.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't blame you. And he said to you, "Take my truck." And he gave you his truck. What kind of truck was that?
A 2000 Ford Ranger pre-runner.
No truck, no money, just a whole lot of excuses. That screams desperation louder than a karaoke night at a dive bar. And Judge Judy's having none of it. Who in their right mind would trade $5,400 for a 2000 Ford Ranger? Mr. Fitzgerald, that's who if he were on an episode of Punk'd.
So you took the truck. And then you found out when you went to register it that it had a title loan on it of $4,000.
Yes, ma'am.
This scam just keeps getting worse. Mr. Fitzgerald's stuck with a truck that's basically a ticking financial time bomb. The neighbor's audacity is mind-boggling. Is this guy a con artist or just plain clueless about the consequences of his actions?
So you agreed to take his truck. You have the title to that truck?
The loan company has.
And what's the name of the loan company?
Title Max Loan.
Is that who is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
lien on it? Title?
Title Max.
And what's the amount of the loan?
Who cares? Judge Judy's outburst sums up the entire case in 2 words. It doesn't matter how much Mr. Fitzgerald poured into the truck. It's not his, it's encumbered by a massive debt, and it's a constant reminder of the neighbor's deception. But it also raises a crucial question. Should Charles bear any responsibility for paying up front without checking out the truck? Or is the neighbor entirely to blame for his deceitful actions? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Buckle up, because our next case is a used car catastrophe with a side of shady dealings. A friendship goes up in smoke when a Nissan Maxima purchase turns into a financial nightmare. Did the seller pull a fast one on the buyer? Or is this a case of buyer's remorse? Judge Judy's about to put the brakes on this drama and expose the truth behind this fishy transaction.
Ms. Hill, you bought a car from Mr. McTeer in installments. You claim you made all the payments except for the last one. And then Mr. McTeer refused to give you the title. You went and stole the car back from him. So far, is that correct?
Miss Hill somewhat is giving major red flags. Her vague response and lack of evidence are raising serious concerns. Did she actually make those payments? Or is this a case of buyer's remorse? Let's find out.
So what you're asking for is money owed for a refund of the payments that you made.
No, Your Honor.
What do you want? You have the car, and you want $3,000.
The car is still obviously in his name, and I cannot drive it. I have no use of the car.
Miss Hill's got a point. What good is a car you can't even register? Mr. McTeer's move is a classic shady tactic. This case is a reminder always to get the paperwork sorted before handing over your hard-earned cash.
How much was the car?
We agreed on $3,500 total.
And how many payments can you prove to me that you made?
Here's the proof right here, Your Honor.
Good. No. That's nothing.
Oh no, Miss Hill. That's not proof of payment. Judge Judy's no is as sharp as a slap in the face. No receipts, That's a rookie mistake in a car deal, and it's not going to win you any points with the judge.
We wrote out receipts, but it was in the car. He cleaned the car and has all my possessions. I know I should have those payments, but it was in my glove box. So those are text messages from Glenn himself stating that I paid him as well.
Miss Hill's scrambling, grasping at text messages like a lifeline. But without receipts, her claims are as shaky as a car with worn-out shocks. Is this just a desperate attempt to salvage a bad situation? Let's see if Mr. Mokhtar confirms those payment claims and sheds some light on this messy situation.
How much did she pay you towards the car, towards the $3,500 in total?
$3,150.
Where's the title to the car?
The title. I have a photocopy of the title.
Did you take a loan out on the car?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
May of 2016.
This whole car deal stinks of desperation and bad financial decisions. Mr. Mokhtar's trying to play it cool, but Judge Judy's "you better pay them" is a clear ultimatum. He's cornered and the clock's ticking.
The car is in bankruptcy. I'm currently paying the trustee. Janie knew that when we put this together.
She practically paid it off. First of all, you're a liar, because in your answer, you said she didn't make payments for 5 months.
Oh boy. Mr. Mokhtar's in deep water now. Bankruptcy? More lies about missed payments? Judge Judy's caught him in a tangled web of deception. This guy's credibility is circling the drain faster than a goldfish in a toilet bowl.
We're going to make the check for $350 that she still owes you, made payable to Title Max. We're close. You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Then she can get the title to her car. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge Judy's got a solution that's as swift as a car salesman's pitch. Miss Hill's final payment goes straight to Title Max, clearing the way for her to finally get the title to her car. And Mr. Mokhtar's appearance fee conveniently covers the remaining debt. Let's talk about a win-win situation. But this case raises an interesting question. If you were the buyer in this situation, would you have continued paying for a car without the title? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Our third case takes us into the wild world of online scams and fake credentials. A woman claims she was duped by a bogus lawyer on Facebook, and she's not taking it lying down. Judge Judy's about to put her detective skills to the test and expose the truth behind this alleged con artist.
Ms. Sharp, it is your claim that Ms. Lopez actually scammed you out of money. You claimed to be an attorney, you turned over a trust to her, and you want your money back. In addition, she has papers that you claim belong to you.
Ms. Sharp's confidence is unwavering. She's sticking to her guns, accusing Ms. Lopez of a bold scam. But is she being completely truthful?
How did you find her?
I met Miss Lopez through Facebook group.
Did she tell you what she did for a living?
She told me she did labor and HR matters. And then she also said, well, I also do wills and trusts. I said, oh, I'm actually looking to redo.
Facebook groups, eh? A breeding ground for both genuine connections and shady characters. Ms. Sharp's trust in a stranger from the internet is already raising alarm bells. But who wouldn't be tempted by someone offering legal services from the comfort of their own home?
And this was all done
in a message.
I'd like to see that.
Yes.
Well, you clearly stated to her that you were an attorney. You want to show me something
Yes, please.
that's different from this?
Absolutely.
Busted. The Facebook messages don't lie. Miss Lopez clearly claimed to be an attorney. But wait, she's got something else to show Judge Judy? Is this a desperate attempt to wriggle out of a sticky situation? Let's see what Miss Lopez has up her sleeve.
Just show her this, please. Now, you clearly told her you were an attorney. This ad also says a licensed attorney.
Caught red-handed. Miss Lopez's defense is as weak as a wet noodle. Blaming a Facebook ad for her own misleading claims? That's a desperate move, and Judge Judy's not buying it.
Don't care. You were having a conversation with her, and she asked you, are you an attorney? Your response to her was, I am an attorney.
Ma'am, I also stated that Fred was the attorney.
That is not true. I thought maybe you just made a mistake, but you're a hustler.
Hustler is not a compliment in Judy's book. Miss Lopez's attempts to deflect blame are falling flat. This isn't just a mistake, it's a pattern of deceit. Judge Judy's seen enough and she's ready to deliver justice.
Whatever money you took from her, you took under fraudulent pretenses that you're an attorney. You owe her. How much money did you send her?
$200.
Judgment for the plaintiff. We're done. Thank you.
Judge Judy's gavel slams down and Miss Lopez is ordered to return the $200 she took under false pretenses. This case is a stark reminder that dishonesty and deception have consequences. Our final case is a real estate rumble. Judge Judy dives into the cutthroat world of house flipping, where dreams of easy money can quickly turn into nightmares. An investor claims he was swindled out of a hefty sum. But is this a case of a shady deal gone wrong or a misunderstanding with a mountain of paperwork?
Mr. Coley, this is some sort of a real estate deal, and I don't know what you do.
Invest money in the houses.
You find houses to be flipped.
Yeah.
Mr. Coley, the self-proclaimed house flipping guru? His explanation of his business is as clear as mud. Judge Judy's not impressed, and neither are we. Is this guy a legitimate real estate investor or a fast-talking con artist?
How you know each other.
I met the defendant through someone else that was like a broker.
It all sounds a little shady to me. I met him through somebody else.
Judge Judy's spidey senses are tingling. A little shady? That's Judge Judy code for I smell a rat. This whole broker through a broker situation is giving off major red flags. Is this the start of a tangled web of lies?
You entered into a contract with him.
Yes.
Okay, so you and your partner agreed to buy this house and gave him $10,000.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. We were just buying the house from him and we had to put the down payment. The down payment was the $5,000.
This contract situation is getting messy. Two partners, $10,000 and a whole lot of confusion. Judge Judy's starting to question the validity of this agreement. A good check? What kind of legal jargon is that? And where are the signatures? This real estate deal is starting to smell fishy.
Would you show me where you signed this contract? First, show me where his signature is. There's no contract. Did you sign this anywhere? It doesn't say anything. Vincent. Who is who?
Vincent is the owner of the house.
Judge Judy's done with the paperwork charade. This contract is as worthless as a chocolate teapot. She's not falling for this amateur attempt at a real estate deal.
You gave him $5,000 for what?
To purchase the house.
When were you supposed to close?
In 30 days.
You gave him the $5,000 when?
On April 21st.
You agreed that you were given $5,000 on April 21st of this year.
$5,000 cash up front, a 30-day closing deadline. This deal is sounding like a ticking time bomb. Mr. Coley's agreeing to the terms, but his nonchalant demeanor is raising eyebrows. Is he hiding something?
Buy
So
this
he bought
house.
rights from you to buy your rights. Now, 20 days later, tell me what happened.
When he said they have somebody else buying the house, the deal wasn't going quick enough.
You must have some emails back and forth. Show me.
They discussed canceling the contract and refunding the money? This deal's as tangled as a Rubik's Cube. Mr. Coley says funding delays justify backing out, but why keep the $5,000? The plaintiff swears he has email proof. Are these emails as weak as the shaky contract? Let's see.
This was on 5/9/2018, where
I don't know what you're showing me, sir. I want to see proof that he told you that your deal wasn't going fast enough.
Another piece of proof bites the dust. Judge Judy's tired of this paper trail leading to nowhere. She's cutting through the clutter and demanding the cold, hard facts. This case is a lesson in why verbal agreements are about as useful as a screen door on a submarine.
Now, was this house sold?
No.
Is it currently on the market?
No.
When was it taken off the market?
Officially, it's never been on the market.
The jig is up. The house was never on the market in the first place. This whole deal is a sham. Mr. Coley's fumbling explanations are crumbling like a house of cards. Judge Judy's caught him in a lie, and it's about to get ugly.
And what kind of work did you do for Mr. Vincent?
Okay. I advertised my business in Spokane, and he wanted me to buy his house.
What month and year?
April 2018.
You're a scam artist. He gets his money back. Probably with Mr. Vincent. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. We're done.
Judge Judy's verdict hits like a wrecking ball, exposing Mr. Coley as a scam artist preying on aspiring investors. The plaintiff gets his $5,000 back, but the sting of betrayal lingers. And that wraps up this episode of Judge Judy's Scam Slam. We've seen shady deals, bold lies, and justice served. If you enjoyed the drama and the lessons learned, hit that like button, subscribe for more courtroom showdowns, and share your thoughts in the comments below.